just going to put this in the air. We might have a zip code episode later on a day. It might be necessary. Anyway, picking food out my teeth. Just got done eating sahur. Shout out to everybody that's participating in Ramadan. This is day 2. Let's make it a good one. Fasting is good for your immune system. It rids your body of parasites, tumors, blockages, and disease. So you want to take advantage. You don't got to be Muslim or nothing like that to participate in Ramadan. It's just the right thing to do. If you're trying to fast, it's probably a little bit easier to do it, you know what I'm saying, as a group, you know what I mean, when you got people around you doing it, motivating you too. So, but good morning, soul brother in the Mecca peace. Said you right. Thank you. It's been easier for me. This has probably been my easiest fast ever so far because I already don't eat until 4 p.m. I already eliminated breakfast and lunch from my diet. So it's been a little bit, I mean, it's only day 2, but I could tell I cruised through yesterday like it was nothing. Mellow man, I'm practicing right now. All praise to the God. Jay Stokes, he said Roach was robbed. Mr. CT, what up? Y'all share this live stream. Good morning, everybody. Did you see the Kobe documentary on CNN? Nah, I'll get to it. I don't really be at peace watching them Kobe documentaries because I know how they end, how it's going to end. They got a joint coming out. Everybody should check out if you into sports about the Celtics, the franchise, through, you know, the championship years with Bill Russell and all of them, to the 80s with Bird and them, all the way to Paul Pierce and all of them guys, to present. He said, yesterday was vicious for me. Yeah, if you're not used to fasting, man, you know, like, the fast is like 14, 15 hours. If you're not used to it, you're going to feel it. But you should feel accomplished after you made it through, you know what I'm saying? Once you break your fast in the evening, you'll be good. He said fasting helps create calorie deficit. Got to knock the champ down decisively and brutally to get the decision or win. I understand that, and I heard one of the commentators say that when they announced it, it was a draw. I think they said a majority draw. Normally the champ lost, but they won't award it to the challenger. You got to knock him down. But Tank did take a mysterious knee. I don't know what that was about. I ain't never seen nobody do no shit like that. You got a chance to see Tank under pressure, under real pressure. Somebody that was applying the pressure to him and not just waiting to get hit. But dude, Lamont Roach is official. He's gonna make a lot of money this summer. This 2025, Lamont Roach is gonna be a multi-millionaire. Cause he put on a show, for real. He just opened some doors for himself. They saying that possibly that there should be a rematch. I don't know if Tank want to go with him again, for real. He said that mysterious knee ruined him. It did. He called it the mysterious knee. Something just didn't sit right with me about that. But I don't know if Tank want to mix with him again. You know what I mean? I could tell after the fight, he was showing him big respect, hugging him all crazy. They say that they got a little rivalry to go back to the amateurs. He said, Tank not fighting him again. Tank didn't look himself. I'm going to crack a joke for y'all. Y'all ready? My man told me... My man called me and told me as soon as he seen Joel Santana, he took his bets off. Oh, shit. My man said soon as he seen Santana, he offed all his bets. He said, I knew that nigga was going to lose. I got timed out for saying Floyd. You fucked that up. He said, he said, as soon as they see, my man said, man, as soon as I seen Santana, he said he was in the kitchen making him a plate. He heard Get Crunk music. So I know this nigga ain't coming out to these niggas. He said, I came out there as soon as I seen Santana. I called everybody off my bets. Good morning. He said, facts. I thought the same thing. Boy, oh boy. He says, you look like the Family Feud guy. That would be Richard Dawson. Richard Dawson used to come out and kiss all the women. Only white men know you're... Latoya, you got to go. Just because I don't understand what the fuck you saying. Sayonara. Sayonara. My show enough voice. Good morning, everybody. They saying that for the most part, most people feel that Tank lost that fight. If you follow me on Instagram, you see the comments under my post immediately after the fight. Lamont Roach got it. I didn't even know about him. He got a lot of props. A lot of props. For real. What you think about Capo? Want to throw hands with Cam? Me and Zip with the Drip talked about that on my last episode of the Zip Code. Cam can't beat Jim Jones. Nah. Willie G says, shouldn't you be at work? Any work that I'm gonna put in today would be at the gym. It's Ramadan, my nigga. I'm big chillin'. Don't you see me in this big terry cloth? I'm big chillin' right now. Ramadan Kareem, he didn't look himself. He looked like he was in a daze. When a nigga be hitting you upside your head, you tend to be in a goddamn daze. He was landing a lot of fucking punches. A lot of counter punches, Lamont Roach. He did. Tank was in a fight last night with a boxer who be throwing them hands and shit, whereas Tank wants to beat on you. He wants to get close to you and beat on your body and then ultimately take you down and shit. But Roach was throwing them hands, man. The CompuBox don't lie. It don't. Kevin Jones, I holler at you, pimp. I'm disappointed by my brother. I'm disappointed my blood brother made American Confidential. Is that right? Boom, boom. He said they fought twice as amateurs. So what happened? What happened when they was amateurs? What's the history? Tank landed more power shots. I agree with you. CompuBox said he landed more power shots, but CompuBox also said that Roach was way more active. It didn't all the way look at it. At times, I seen with my own eyes. At times, Roach was holding Tank and punching him and shit. He didn't get robbed. You don't know nothing about boxing. Suck a dick. I know something about blocking goofies out on this motherfucking chat. Tank took a knee. When somebody takes a knee in boxing, what do that mean? Tank didn't what? Tank, he said, I knew when he came in a night tech suit, he wasn't there to fight his fight. Tank came out in a leather jacket. Tank can't hurt him. Tank fell in love with his power. Tank won in the amateurs. He beat him both times. I sent you the video, last name Mathis. Okay, I watch American Confidential. What type of video was it? Is Santana suffering from the effects of drug abuse? Yes, he is. His teeth was falling out way before it became a thing, way before we took note of it. I know some people that, was around him and shit. He was already having problems with his teeth from all that sugar and the fucking syrup he was drinking and shit. Roach was a technician with the fist. Roach wasn't intimidated when he got in the ring. He outboxed Tank and Lane to cleaner shots. All of that bully stuff Tank be on didn't work. It was a 10-8 round when he took a knee. Yeah, he gonna have to explain taking that knee, yo. They didn't count Floyd's knee when Zab touched him. Zab was whooping Floyd early on. I remember that fight. Tank versus Roach, too. Y'all think it's gonna be a rematch? Seem like two homeboys in the ring. They know each other very well. Both camps know each other. One from DC, one from Baltimore. They're not strangers to each other. Supreme Law, thank you. Two homeboys getting a check. He put the first blemish on Tank's jacket. He got a draw now. He threw 400 punches and landed 100. How he got robbed? He got robbed because Tank took a knee after being hit. That would equal probably like a 10-8 round. He tried to say he got braid gel in his eye. Yeah, he was saying he got grease. I didn't know that you could go to the corner and they'll wipe your face and shit in the middle of the fight. I ain't never seen that. He's not the first person that, shit got in his eye. Muhammad Ali said some shit got in his eye against somebody. He said he had to fight through it. Roach won the last 6 rounds plus the third. I don't know about the last 6. They was mixing it up. Y'all keep saying he had hair grease in his eye. Charles Harrison said bad teeth seem to be a Harlem thing. They spend more money on butter soft leathers than they dental plan. Tank might duck the rematch. It was controversial. Yes. Robbery. No. The fight that I watched, maybe we not used to seeing Tank in that type of situation. Let's just put it that way. Maybe that's why it appeared. That's why it appeared a certain way. We not used to seeing him in that situation. You could tell the way he closed the fight. The last 2 minutes of the fight, the last and final round, right? Let's say the last 40 seconds. Tank started running from him. Tank was like, man, I can't let this nigga fuck around and catch me and shit. Like, I'm not sure about the car. Tank wasn't trying to finish him or nothing like that. And his corner told him, his corner told him, man, you need to win this round or you need to close out and shit. They told him that, but when he got in there, he didn't do that. He started to run. He was trying to stay away from any type of exchanges with that boy. He was like, he basically said, man, this shit got to go to the cards right now. Roach came to fight, but I still think Tank touched him more. It just wasn't an average Tank fight. Roach took a knee also. I didn't recall Roach taking a knee. You could tell the ref wanted to count that as a KO. How long did it take for the background check to come back from DoorDash? It's like an hour or two and shit. They clear you right away. Supreme Law got it. My family has the worst history in Philly. My grandma was a victim to Marty Graham. It looked like they set that up for a rematch. You and Zip the other day were talking about George Foreman fight when he was old. He lost to Shannon Briggs. Watch that fight. He whooped on Shannon. Tank wanted to get it over with. He took a knee and he wasn't counted as a KO. I think that that judge didn't want to be in the middle of making a decision that probably would determine the fight. He probably wanted them niggas to do it theyself. Tank gave him props in the late round. Yeah, he started dapping him up and all of that. It was a lot of talking going on. You got to beat the champ, not just box a good fight. Got to have him punch drunk. That's why he got the draw. Yeah, I understand that. I have to watch it again, but I didn't give Tank that many rounds. It wasn't close on my cards at all. To beat the champ or take the belt, you got to dominate or knock him out. Okay. He said, get that guy Mark out of here. Moderators, find Mark. Put him down. I didn't see what he said. Roach is right. Tank only fights in spurts. They figured his style out. I agree with that. Tank been doing so good in his career that when someone does good against him, people think he lost. Okay. When a bully meets someone who's not afraid, Tank didn't have any answers. Roach took the first few rounds off. That's what really lost him the fight. I agree with that. Tank been moving like Adrian Broner lately. Probably got to get his head out of the, being a superstar shit. The difference between Mayweather as a superstar and a lot of other boxers, Floyd put that work in at the gym. Floyd worked at his craft like a motherfucker. We seen them, I forget the series it was called, the first 48 or the last 24 hours or some shit, and it would show Floyd leading up to his fights and shit. Nigga getting out the bed at 2 in the morning, going to the gym by himself. And there's certain decisions and disciplines that a champion got to display when you really, really do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck looking good. Fuck trying to outdress a motherfucker. Fuck trying to be a superstar. This is boxing. You can get hurt in that ring and shit, man. You got to outwork your opponent, period. Tank was the only one telling people before the fight Roach was crafty and tough. I believe they're cool. It's hard to beat up on your bro in the ring. Shit. Tank can box most time. He doesn't have to. Roach got beat 24/7. That's what it was called. We see Tank struggle if he can't KO you. The difference in this fight was Calvin Ford. Go check out my Calvin Ford interview on this channel. That's Tank's trainer. For y'all who new here, I interviewed Tank's trainer, Calvin Ford, and I also visited his home gym, Upton Boxing Gym in Baltimore. Floyd stayed focused and dedicated throughout the foolishness. But Floyd had a little differently. He was busy working, but he didn't have to deal with the internet and the sudden stardom. Plus, it plays a psychological game on your mind. It's a different era. Thank you. Floyd is the GOAT. Mayweather and Kobe had the same training ethics. Supreme Allah, have a good one. Tank got beat up on Ramadan. Passport Los, what up? Oh, Roach did move up. That's right. For him to move up, he put on a hell of a show. Hell of a show. That's right. He was a 130-pounder to move up to fight Tank. I underestimated Roach. I didn't know much about him. The guy can fight. I just said at the beginning of this joint, he gonna make a lot of money this year. He is. He gonna make a lot of money. He could take him a fight or two before he go back to fighting Tank, if they ever fight again. Tank might not fight him no more. Lamont Roach has a high boxing IQ. I knew it'd be interesting. Folks sleep on Lamont. He was strong enough to take Tank's hardest punches. Tank never saw that before. Floyd is different. Seeing him in person working out is insane. He lived for the game and never got sidetracked. Wasn't a knockout. People expected him to beat him down. Nah, it was a standard approach, 8 round. Tank turned it up. There was a foul on Roach under below 135. Yeah, he moved up. He did. I don't know how much Roach weighed in at this fight, but he definitely went up. It's a lot of excuses in this chat. Let's be honest, Tank lost. I think by being decent, I think that the judges making it a draw was the conventional way of approaching these types of fights. Again, Tank probably did enough not to win, but not to lose as well. Roach is in there getting busy. He definitely put his name on the marquee. Charles Harrison said, Roach got my attention. Got mine too. You could tell him and Tank got a lot of love from each other. I think that hurt them. Hence the draw. Roach is 135, nothing big. Roach has to fight some big names. Fighters are coming for Tank. He's slowing down. He about to fight washers. What do you think about Jim Jones' new album? I think it's fire. I think it's solid. Are you looking forward to Wu-Tang's new album? I am. I hope that it's what it's supposed to be. I hope it's what we expect. Wu-Tang, the bar is set so high. They ain't been all together in a minute. They past projects when they all together have been official. Again, the bar has been set high. I'm glad you mentioned Jim Jones, right? I made a post on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at @IamGullyTV_. I made a post on IG, and I shared Jim Jones' new music video. I forget the name of it. I shared the new music video, and I said, this is the reason why them niggas be hating. And I don't care what nobody be saying. They do be hating. They do be hating. Cam and Mace be hating on Jim. I think it's because Jim's still a rapper and he's relevant. But Jim got a formula that works for him. And if you've seen that new music video, you understand what I'm saying. But I said, this video is proof. Cam can't do this no more. He can't. I don't care what nobody say. People talking about he over here getting the bag doing this. The niggas, this podcasters, the rappers, this podcasters, they had to be. It ain't one podcast rapper that was hot or was doing anything. Ain't not one podcast rapper was doing anything in recent years that meant anything. Not none of them. And like Zip said on our last episode of the Zip Code discussion, Mace had like about a 3-year run. Mace's greatness is tied to like 1996 to like 98 or some shit like that. And then he's out of there. So he shouldn't say anything about anybody. For real. He get, you know, I guess he get passes because he was on songs with the Locks and um, you know, he was on Bad Boy in his prime and shit like that. But Mace didn't do a lot in rap. He didn't. You could put Mace's songs on probably 5 to 7 fingers and shit like that. Straight like that. Terrell Porter, I appreciate your super chat. Jim's still going to get it. Jim's body of work is better than Cam and Mace. I agree. The preliminary fight with, I think his name was Gary Russell. That joint was pretty good too. Their time expired. They said Mace was fired 30 years ago. There is no money in music. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Nah, it ain't a lot of money on streaming platforms, right? But Jim Jones is proof that there's money in music. He's still doing it. And he's still earning. This niggas just earning doing it. It just ain't at the streaming. So you got to have a lot of fucking streams to make money from them. But Jim Jones, features, shows, appearances, he's showing you. Those Clue tapes, Murder did enough. Man, that stop it. Stop it. You was right, Gully. When he was popping, Mace went so hard it felt longer. Just a few years. Relevancy. Mace is on G Unit. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember Mace's song Welcome Back? Welcome back. Y'all remember that? Bullshit. Y'all remember that? Bullshit. It was a really good fight. You need a body of work to make money in rap. Shows and merch at the show. Shows and merch at the show. So many underground still making cake. You seeing what the underground is doing. But the underground has came with a shout out to Westside Gun. I feel that he's one of the guys that really laid an example about the merch game and shit. I went to his grand opening of his store, Buffalo Kids. It ain't open no more. But the line was wrapped around the building. There was people there 8-9 hours trying to get in there to buy hooded sweatshirts and shit like that. All of the underground niggas got vinyls, got CDs. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not a hustle that the mainstream niggas brought to the table. They didn't. How Jimmy relevant in that Harlem remix still under a million views. You're not making any sense, yo. Gully, Murder was like that. You keep saying was. Y'all keep saying was. Y'all keep saying was, man. He was like that. That was a long fuck. I was a teenager when Mace meant something to rap. Mace hasn't been anything for like 25, maybe 30 years and shit. He don't. He doesn't. Mace don't mean nothing to these young niggas that's coming up right now and shit like that. These niggas more than likely to do a Jim Jones feature or be at a show and have Jim Jones come out. That Mace is nothing to this generation. They don't know nothing about that nigga. It's the truth. He did a cameo appearance in hip hop. Mace 97-02, barely 2000s. They keep saying he was nice. He was, past tense. If Mace would have made music, Puff would not have paid him. He wasn't doing that. So what happened when he got on G Unit? What What happened when he got on G Unit? What's the excuse for that? And what's the excuse for everything after it? Don't have an excuse. Them niggas podcasting because they have to. If Mace wasn't podcasting, would we be talking about him? Let's be real, the Harlem World album was not like that. You mean the Harlem World album when them niggas was flying out of cannons and shit? Like circus, they had the video at the circus. Y'all not even old enough to remember that. Y'all remember the Harlem World? Hey, baby Stace. Ooh, baby Stace. With his sister, baby Stace. Y'all remember that? That's when the bullshit began. That's when that popcorn shit began. That shit started in the 90s. Y'all remember them niggas was flying out of cannons and shit like that? I do. He said flying out of cannons, fake goat globe trotting. Oh shit. So I have a question. If Mace wasn't a podcaster, what would Mace be doing? He said blinky blink. He said Hov finished him. Check your own video. You always be number 2. Niggas talking real greasy on them R&B records, but I'm platinum a million times, nigga. Check the credits. S. Carter, Ghostwriter. For the right price, I even make your shit tighter. Y'all remember that, do y'all? Y'all remember that? When Jay-Z was jumping up and down on his body? He said he'd be a greasy pastor. Selling Bibles, panhandling churches. Say it again, motherfucker. I appreciate your super chat. The fight was good. I kept telling guys Roach was a good fighter. Tank's best opponent in years. He wasn't scared of Tank or the moment. Mace had a good 3-year rap career. After that, he was terrible. Jimmy surpassed him years ago. Somebody got to tell the truth. Say it again, motherfucker. The podcast game is becoming a safety net for niggas not to DoorDash. Niggas don't want to DoorDash. Niggas don't want to be answering that Dasher app. So they go to podcasting and shit. And guess what? A lot of podcasts are going to die this year. It is. It's too many of them. And everybody don't be having great subject matter and dialogue. They don't. Our shit, the zip code, that's crack. Play that shit back. That's crack. Everybody's shit ain't like that. They pride is killing them. It's oversaturated now. His follow-up, double up was trash. That's because Puff jerked Mason business. They got a nice bag. Y'all always saying somebody got a nice bag. Y'all just be reciting what these niggas be telling y'all, what these niggas announce. In order for you to get a nice bag for podcasting, from I don't know where the money come from, sponsors or somebody will sign you up or something. Them people got to have established in their mind that they're going to make their money back. They're not just going to give you money and you're not going to recoup or nothing like that. That don't make any goddamn sense. So the convenient thing for niggas to do is to get online and say, we got this much money, but your show and your content don't reflect these millions of dollars that everybody talking about. It don't. If Roach get destroyed his next fight, it's a bad look for Cam. Jimmy didn't surpass nobody. Key, Shay, you're fake. Suck my dick. The fuck out of here. He said, how can Cam be jealous? He is fucking jealous. Jim been overshadowing that nigga for years. Been outshining that nigga for years. For years. Jim Jones is the diplomats. And you know what else Cam did? He made sure Jim didn't outshine him in Madison Square Garden when he got up there and started performing Computers Putin. Yes, he performed that bullshit at the Locks battle, Computers Putin. Yeah, he got up there and said that shit. He also performed Bout It, another trash-ass song, instead of letting Jim get up there and get off. Instead of letting 40 Cal and J.R. Ryder and Hell Rell and them niggas ride, he brought a fucking beach chair like a broad and got up there and self-sabotaged the whole event. That's a great leader. Computers Putin. Yeah. Brought a fucking beach chair and shit. Clown shit. He said, Prawl said computers do be Putin though. Cam was swole low-key to see them coming out with Tank. My man told me when he seen Joel Santana, he took all his bets off. Said he knew. He said Santana's like Schlep Rock, yo. He said he knew Tank was in for it, man. As soon as he seen Santana. I know this ain't... Oh, shit. Man, off my bets. He said, why you gotta drag Cam by the pink do-rag? He be on some monkey shit, man. I'll tell the truth. I tell the truth. Why wasn't the fucking Dipset the best out? Why wasn't them niggas at the battle? They was a part of the diplomats, right? He's a fucking ball hog to the detriment of the brand. Gully, I'm gonna tell you what Pride is. Pride is all them Philly rappers acting like they the biggest and they struggling like Leak Moss. They should be all over your PILLMATIC tapes. That'll help them out a lot. No comment. Boom, 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 boom. You shouldn't be here this early, Keisha, so I kicked you out my chat. Don't ever come back. They robbed Roach in Brooklyn like he was on the corner. He said, I'm 35. I only know Jim for balling, G's up. Certified gangsters. Thanks for your input. Cam was selfish. Should have brought the whole Dipset out. It would have been more competitive. I think they probably still would have, after seeing the Locks performance, they probably still would have lost. They really, really had their shit together that night. When Jada and Styles went back to back, it was a lot to deal with. But the Dips could have been a lot more competitive. But it all goes back to the leader. Sabotage that shit. Mace impact was bigger, but Jim run is longer. Thank you. Jada was not going to lose that night. Cam stayed stagnant with the same slow, triple syllable flow. I agree. Dipset was that Harlem Globetrotters and the Locks was the 91 Bulls. Thank you. Tank steal the money. They not gonna give to anyone unless he get knocked out. He sells all the tickets. We wouldn't even knew about Lamont Roach. If Lamont Roach fought somebody else last night, we wouldn't have watched him. So that's the advantage of, signing on to a fight with Tank at this point. You seen all them NBA niggas there. PJ Tucker, some NFL football players is in the building. Fabulous is in the building. He bring them out. I think he's probably been the top draw at the Barclays and shit. He probably draw more than the Brooklyn Nets. Did Did you think Kanye was gonna be on Jim album? No, I didn't. Locks was on point. It would have been close if they all was there, but they still would have lost. Too much inner jealousy of allowing Jim and everybody not to get off. Thank you. Good morning. Shout out to everybody who's fasting. This is day 2 of Ramadan. Peace and blessings upon you. Jim Jones was the business deal person. I hate when people say they got a bag, they got a bag, man. What the fuck does that mean? Hip hop is about creativity. It's bum niggas that can get off. It's bum niggas that's nice. Fuck your bag, yo. Straight up. Do you think they judged that fight correctly? I made my post last night on IG. I said, much respect to Lamont Roach. It just seemed like he had Tank on the run towards the later rounds. Even when they was exchanging, if Tank landed a bomb, Roach hit him back. So, both of their heads were snapping back last night. Both of them niggas is somewhere bruised this morning. They is. They knew Roach was going to beat Tank, but they'd rather it a draw. He said Toronto cut P.J. Tucker 2 days ago. He got back in the States quick. Mm-hmm. Good morning, everybody. Super chatters, I appreciate you. I think Roach probably, they didn't. It's well known that you got to knock the champion out or knock him down, but Tank took a knee, and we need an explanation for that. All of that, the grease was in your eyes and shit like that. You supposed to take care of all of that shit before the fight. You already know what the fuck. This not your first time getting your hair braided. We all know what this has happened, man. Sweat will get in your eye. Shit will get in your eye. Blood will get in your eye in a fight. You got to get out there and get down. Period. Nobody thought Roach would win. Tank just showed his level. He said Mace was signed to Nelly's label when he made Welcome Back. That shit was terrible. When Tank took a knee, I knew it was over. Don't. Tank was worried his power didn't break the smaller fighter. I had Bird Gang money in my list when I was reciting those gym songs, but I was trying to keep my list. I got my list right in front of me, actually. I was trying to keep my list based upon songs he was on by himself. Mr. Lomax, thank you. Tank didn't take a knee because he was hit. People acting like he took a body blow or something. He did get hit. There was a punch thrown before he took that knee. He didn't just back up off of him and take a knee. He took a knee after an exchange. Shit. Roach is big for 135. He came up. He came up to fight Tank. I'm a Tank fan, but he didn't win that, in my opinion. Good fight, though. Yeah. We got to see if it's going to be a rematch. The rematch is going to bring people out. It is. The rematch going to bring people out. But until then, Lamont Roach is gonna be one of the hottest boxers and shit. I don't know who he got up next. I don't know what happens next for him, but he could sell tickets now for sure. So you get your blessings in a variety of packages. Roach did look bigger than Tank. I think he was taller than him. Tank is 31-0-1 or some shit like that. I don't even think Tank believe he won. Roach could go after Keyshawn Davis or Shakur next. I agree. True, and if the rematch looks the same, he just got Tank's number. It's like that sometimes. They say styles make fights. I don't know, man. You need a rivalry in sports. Tank probably found his little rival, you know what I'm saying? Like Ali Frazier and shit like that. Sugar Ray and Marvin Hagler and all of them niggas and shit. That's what make boxing great, rivalries and shit. You need two pugilists. You do. So let's just say we got a new star in boxing came out last night that didn't nobody really know about, because I didn't know about Roach. And I don't know if anybody else is familiar with him. Lamont Roach will dominate if they fight again. Tank need to fight Shakur. Fuck the rematch. The same thing that you seen happen with Roach, they were saying what happened with Shakur. They were saying that Shakur will get in there and box past Tank's punching power before they even got in the ring. Shakur and Roach, how you feel about that? It'll be a good one. They were sparring partners, plus Roach beat him as an amateur. I just asked somebody what happened with them in the amateurs, and they were saying that Tank beat him. They called them rivals in the amateurs. I would think that mean they was both getting some. Roach might be the Tarver against Roy Jones. Rest in peace to Angie Stone. She passed away yesterday in a car accident in Alabama. She was 63 years old, I believe. She will be missed. She made a very, very important, sentimental song about black men called Brother. And that's a contribution she always gonna be remembered for. But rest in peace to her. Tank 2-0 in the amateurs versus Roach. He thought this was gonna be sweet. Tank was showing Roach respect after the 7th round. Yeah. Black Brother. Important song. We need more empowering songs about black men. So, and that was that song was a long time ago. So she came with that. Yeah. Respect to her. Tank respected Roach's power. Ali lost to Frazier, but Foreman whooped Frazier and lost to Ali. Ali and Frazier fought twice, yo. It's crazy. Other people was in that van when it flipped over and got hit by that 18-wheeler, and she the only one that died. Tank used to fight the Mexicans with no defense or power. Similar to Vernon Forrest and Shane Mosley, Vernon had, rest in peace to Vernon Forrest, had Shane's number. Vernon Forrest got killed in Atlanta a long time ago. I think it was a robbery. Y'all see more of me and Zip with the Drip as the NBA season gets closer to the playoffs. He might come on later on today and we discuss this fight in front of y'all. Anyway, that's 50 minutes, man. I just had to wake y'all up. Ramadan Mubarak to everybody who's participating. You don't got to be a Muslim to participate in fasting. You don't. It's great for your health. And it's Sunday, man. Y'all have a great, great Sunday. I think I'm about to go to the gym in about an hour. But I had to get on here and talk this shit about this boxing shit, man. Early in the morning. Anyway, he said, who's dangerous in college right now? Cooper Flag, Duke Blue Devils. I gotta go. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. 100 push-ups a day. If you're not going to the gym, get that 100 in a day. Instagram at IamGullyTV_. Go to my website, therealdribble.com, and get knitted. Y'all have a great Sunday. Peace.